us now is Gary Gerstenfield, criminal defense and trial attorney. Gary, good of you to join us. If somebody, even using an alias, does not sign an agreement, does that make the agreement null and void automatically?
No, it does not. Absolutely not. This is an agreement that's in writing. Most importantly, it was signed by Ms. Daniels using, of course, the name Peggy Peterson, sort of PP. Get it? Peggy Peterson, she's a plaintiff. There's some humor in it. And it was signed on the other side. It was signed on the other side by Michael Cohen, the president's personal attorney, under the dummy corporation Essential Consultants, which funneled the $130,000. $130,000, by the way, which did go to Stormy Daniels, Stephanie Clifford. It didn't go directly to her, though. In fact, it went to her personal lawyer, and the lawyer got the money. His name was Keith Davidson, in trust. He was able to give the money to her once she signed the documents.
So it does sound like, she doesn't really have that much of a case here. It may be an interesting argument from a publicity standpoint, but in terms of law and contract law, this one seems like it's uphill for her.
I would agree, but remember, she only got $130,000. Can you imagine the amount of money that she's being offered if she could go forward with a story? But she has a problem. The contract has a lot of penalty clauses. If she gives up that confidentiality, she has to pay, she has to do a disgorgement, she has to give back the $130,000, but she also has to pay a liquidated damages claim of $1 million.
Are non-disclosure agreements difficult to get out of in general?
It's a problem in two ways. Number one, they're hard to get out of, but in the same vein or in equal measure, they're kind of hard to enforce. Look at the president. If she blows it and decides to go public, despite the fact that, she might have to pay this money, what's he going to do? Take her to court? He'll be the hashtag #MeToo. He's a victim. This is going to be more humiliating than anything. So for him, it's a day-by-day fight to try to keep this contract in force and try to keep it quiet. And that's why his personal lawyer, for example, is trying to sneak around by staying out of court and trying to use the arbitration clause, which is called for in the contract.
So it sounds like the calculation for Stephanie Clifford at this point, assuming that she does not win here, is could she possibly get more than $1 million from telling her story, writing a book, a movie, whatever it is, then, of course, because that would be the figure that, as you pointed out, she would have to pay for violating the non-disclosure.
It's a problem for her. That's why they're trying to throw out the whole agreement. I don't think they can. I'm not exactly sure what the plan is. I think they're kind of doing it day by day themselves. But the bottom line is it's a great story. And it's a great name. Stormy Daniels, Peggy Peterson, and the president using this name, David Dennison. It's just so silly, and it's just so Trump. And it just keeps going, and we'll just keep following it.
Gary Gerstenfield, criminal defense and trial attorney. Gary, good of you to join us. Thank you. We appreciate it.